Have you ever wondered if there's a secret to navigating life's challenges with unwavering calm, a hidden wisdom that allows you to remain a step ahead of the chaos? What if the key to mastering your own mind and outsmarting those who seek to undermine you isn't about manipulation, but about the profound, quiet power of discretion, humility, and self-mastery? Is it possible to achieve true inner peace and fulfillment not by broadcasting your every move, but by cultivating a deep private sanctuary of strength within yourself? Welcome to this video where we delve into an ancient philosophy filled with profound wisdom that will help you overcome challenges and find inner peace. In a world full of challenges and pressures, how can you remain steadfast and strong? The 9 Stoic keys we will explore today will provide you with the guidance you need to achieve that, helping you outsmart everyone else. Each topic we cover will be a crucial key to unlocking wisdom and serenity in your life, so stay with us until the end. If you find value in this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up and type "Keep it up" in the comments below. Hey there, Stoic seekers. Today, we're diving into a key principle of Stoicism that can truly transform how you handle life's curveballs. Don't talk about your challenges. And now I know what you're thinking. Shouldn't I vent to my friends when I'm going through a tough time? Or isn't it healthy to express my feelings? And yes, those things can be helpful in moderation, but the Stoics offer a different perspective, one that emphasizes inner strength, resilience, and focusing on what you can control. The Stoics believe that life is full of challenges, from minor annoyances to major setbacks. It is just part of the human experience. However, they also believed that our response to those challenges is what truly matters. Instead of complaining or dwelling on our problems, we should focus on finding solutions and cultivating inner strength. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor and philosopher, wisely said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." The Stoics saw challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. So what does this mean for us in the real world? It means that instead of constantly talking about our problems, we should focus on taking action to overcome them. It means cultivating a quiet strength and resilience even in the face of adversity. Think about it this way. Complaining about a difficult project at work doesn't actually make the project any easier. It might even make it feel more overwhelming. But if you focus on breaking down the project into smaller tasks, setting achievable goals, and taking consistent action, you will not only make progress, but also build your confidence and resilience. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of perspective. When we are caught up in our challenges, it is easy to lose sight of the bigger picture. But by taking a step back and looking at our problems from a different angle, we can often find new solutions or realize that things are not as bad as they seem. Imagine you are stuck in traffic and feeling frustrated. Instead of complaining about the delay, try using that time to listen to an inspiring podcast, practice mindfulness, or simply enjoy a few moments of quiet reflection. You might arrive at your destination feeling calmer and more centered despite the initial setback. So here's the challenge. The next time you face a challenge, resist the urge to complain or vent. Instead, take a deep breath, focus on what you can control, and take action. Embrace the quiet strength that comes from within and let your actions speak louder than your words. Remember, true strength isn't about avoiding challenges. It's about facing them with courage, resilience, and a stoic mindset. By embracing this principle, you'll not only overcome obstacles more effectively, but also cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace and fulfillment. In addition to these core principles, there are several practical steps you can take to implement this stoic practice in your daily life. First, practice the aversion to complaining exercise. Whenever you feel the urge to complain about a situation, pause and ask yourself if it is within your control. If it is, focus on a single small action you can take to improve it. If it is not practice the Stoic discipline of acceptance, reminding yourself that you cannot change external events, only your reaction to them. This simple exercise redirects your energy from unproductive negativity to purposeful action. Second, reframe your language. Instead of saying, "This traffic is making me so angry," try saying, "I am in a difficult situation and I choose to use this time for reflection." This shift in language empowers you and helps you maintain your sense of calm. The Stoics understood that our words shape our reality, and by using empowering language, we can cultivate a more resilient mindset. Third, use a journal to track your challenges and your responses. At the end of each day, write down one challenge you faced and how you responded to it. Did you complain or did you take action? This practice of self-reflection helps you become more aware of your habits and provides a clear record of your progress. Over time, you will see a pattern of greater resilience and a more proactive approach to life's obstacles. Finally, seek out a Stoic accountability partner. This could be a friend or mentor who also practices Stoicism. Share your challenges with them, but instead of just complaining, ask for their perspective and advice on how to apply Stoic principles to the situation. This creates a supportive environment for growth and encourages you to stay committed to your path of self-improvement. By integrating these practices into your life, you will move beyond simply not talking about your challenges and begin to actively transform them. You will discover that every obstacle is a potential teacher, and every setback is an opportunity to strengthen your character. Welcome back, Stoic Seekers. Today we're diving into another powerful Stoic key that can help you navigate life's complexities with grace and wisdom: the art of keeping your secrets. Now, this doesn't mean you have to become a mysterious recluse or avoid all forms of vulnerability, but the Stoics understood that not everything needs to be shared with everyone. There is a certain power and wisdom and discretion in choosing carefully what you reveal and to whom. The Stoics believe that our inner world, our thoughts, dreams, and vulnerabilities are sacred. They recognize that sharing these intimate aspects of ourselves too freely can leave us exposed and susceptible to harm. As Seneca, the Stoic philosopher and statesman, wisely advised, "If you want to keep a secret, keep it to yourself." He understood that not everyone has our best interests at heart, and that sometimes the most painful wounds come from those closest to us. Think of your secrets as a precious treasure, something to be guarded and cherished. By keeping them close, you are creating a safe space for yourself, a sanctuary where you can be vulnerable and authentic without fear of judgment or betrayal. This does not mean you have to be completely closed off or isolated, but it does mean being mindful of who you share your deepest thoughts and feelings with. It is about choosing your confidants wisely and building relationships based on trust and mutual respect. Keeping secrets isn't just about protecting yourself. It's also about cultivating self-control and discipline. In a world that often encourages oversharing and instant gratification, the ability to hold back and exercise discretion is a valuable skill. Imagine you're working on a passion project that you are truly excited about. Sharing your plans too early might lead to unwanted opinions, doubts, or even discouragement. But by keeping your project close to your chest until it is ready to be shared, you can maintain your focus, motivation, and creative freedom. So here's the challenge: practice the art of discretion in your life. Be mindful of what you share and with whom. Cultivate a sense of self-control and protect your inner sanctuary. Remember, keeping secrets isn't about being secretive or deceitful. It's about honoring your own boundaries, respecting your own vulnerability, and choosing wisely who you let into your inner circle. By mastering this Stoic principle, you'll not only protect yourself from harm, but also cultivate a deeper sense of self-trust and inner peace. If you find value in this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and type "keep it up" in the comments below. To further deepen your practice of discretion, consider these additional layers of Stoic wisdom. First, practice the circle of concern exercise. The Stoics categorize things into what you can control, what you can influence, and what you cannot control. Apply this to your secrets. If a secret is tied to something you can control, like a personal goal, it is often best to keep it private until you have made progress. If it is tied to something you cannot control, like a past event, you can choose to share it with a trusted confidant to process it, but always with the intention of moving forward, not dwelling on the past. Second, be mindful of the social media trap. Social media platforms are designed to encourage oversharing, creating a false sense of connection and validation. The Stoic practice of discretion is a powerful antidote to this. Before you post something personal, ask yourself, am I doing this for external validation, or is this truly beneficial to share? This simple question helps you break free from the cycle of seeking likes and comments, and instead focus on genuine, meaningful connections. Third, cultivate the habit of the inner dialogue. Instead of immediately venting your frustrations or sharing your vulnerabilities with others, talk to yourself first. Journaling is an excellent tool for this. By articulating your thoughts and feelings on paper, you can process them in a safe and private space. This allows you to gain clarity and self-awareness before deciding if and with whom you want to share your struggles. Fourth practice, selective vulnerability. This is the art of choosing when and to whom you are vulnerable. You don't have to share everything with everyone. Instead, choose a few trusted individuals who have earned your trust through their actions and their character. This is a deliberate process of building deep, meaningful connections based on mutual respect and genuine care, rather than superficial vulnerability. By applying these practices, you will develop a deep sense of discretion that is not rooted in fear, but in a powerful self-respect. You will become a fortress of inner peace, with walls built not of stone, but of wisdom and self-control. Hey there, Stoic seekers. Now we're diving into a lesson that's all about keeping it real, even when you're crushing it in life. Don't talk about your achievements. Wait a minute, you might be thinking, shouldn't I celebrate my wins and share my success with my friends and family? And yes, absolutely, it's important to acknowledge your accomplishments and feel proud of what you've achieved. But the Stoics offer a nuanced perspective on this, emphasizing humility, inner focus, and the true meaning of success. The Stoics believe that true fulfillment comes from within, not from external validation or praise. They understood that bragging about your achievements can lead to arrogance, complacency, and even resentment from others. As Epictetus wisely put it, don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. The Stoics believe that your actions should speak for themselves. Instead of boasting about your accomplishments, let your character, your work ethic, and your contributions to the world be your testament. Think of it this way. Imagine a skilled gardener who spends years cultivating a beautiful garden. They don't need to shout about their achievements from the rooftops. The vibrant flowers, the lush greenery, the bountiful harvest, these are the true testament to their dedication and skill. Similarly, when you focus on quietly doing your best, on constantly improving yourself and contributing to the world around you, your actions will naturally speak volumes. People will notice your dedication, your competence, and your genuine passion. In today's social media-driven world, it is easy to fall into the trap of seeking external validation. We post our achievements online, hoping for likes and comments, and measure our self-worth by the number of followers we have. But the Stoics would argue that true self-worth comes from within, not from the fleeting approval of others. By focusing on your internal progress, on becoming the best version of yourself, you will cultivate a sense of self-confidence and fulfillment that does not depend on external recognition. You will find joy in the process of learning and growing rather than solely in the outcome. So here's the challenge. The next time you achieve something great, resist the urge to boast or seek validation. Instead, take a moment to appreciate your hard work. Acknowledge your growth and then quietly move on to the next challenge. Let your actions be your loudest proclamation. Remember, true success isn't about the accolades or the applause. It is about living a life of purpose, integrity, and continuous self-improvement. By embracing the Stoic principle of humility, you will not only achieve greater fulfillment, but also inspire others through your quiet strength and unwavering dedication. To further develop this quiet power, consider these additional Stoic practices. First practice, internal scorekeeping. Instead of measuring your success by external metrics like praise money or social media likes, create an internal scorecard based on your virtues. At the end of each day, ask yourself, did I act with integrity today? Did I show courage in a difficult situation? Did I live in accordance with my values? This shifts your focus from external validation to internal progress, a much more reliable source of fulfillment. Second, embrace the amor fati of your achievements. This means love of fate. When you achieve something, don't attribute it solely to your own brilliance. Instead, acknowledge the role of fortune, circumstance, and the contributions of others. This practice fosters humility and a sense of interconnectedness, reminding you that you are a part of a larger whole, not a lone genius. Third practice, the premeditatio malorum of success. This is a mental exercise where you imagine what could go wrong even with your achievements. For example, you can think about how a promotion could bring more stress, or how success could lead to jealousy from others. This practice helps you stay grounded and prepares you for the inevitable challenges that come with success, preventing you from becoming complacent or arrogant. Finally, become a silent mentor. Instead of telling people how to achieve success, show them through your actions. Be a role model for hard work, integrity, and continuous improvement. When others see your dedication and your results, they will be inspired to emulate your character, not just your achievements. This is a much more powerful and lasting form of influence. By integrating these practices into your life, you will learn to navigate the complexities of success with grace and humility. You will discover that true fulfillment lies not in the applause of the crowd, but in the quiet satisfaction of a life well lived. What's up, future Stoics? Now we're talking strategy, patience, and a bit of mystery. We're diving into the Stoic principle of keeping your next steps to yourself. It is like being a chess master making moves in silence while your opponent struggles to predict your next play. But shouldn't I share my goals and plans with others? You might think. Won't that help me stay accountable and get support? That is a fair point, and there are times when sharing can be beneficial. But the Stoics teach us that there is also immense power in holding back, in keeping your cards close to your chest. The Stoics were all about focusing on what is within your control and accepting what is not. They understood that the future is uncertain, and that talking too much about your plans can create unnecessary pressure and distraction. As Epictetus wisely said, "First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." The Stoics believed in action over words. Instead of boasting about your future plans, focus on taking concrete steps towards your goals. There are a few key reasons why the Stoics advocated for keeping your next moves under wraps. First, to protect your focus when you share your plans with others, you open yourself up to their opinions, doubts, and expectations. This can create unnecessary noise and distract you from your true purpose. By keeping your plans private, you can maintain laser-sharp focus on what matters most. Second, to avoid premature satisfaction announcing your goals can sometimes trick your brain into thinking you have already achieved them. This can lead to complacency and a loss of motivation. By keeping your plans secret, you stay hungry and driven to make them a reality. Third, to cultivate self-reliance, relying too much on external validation and support can hinder your personal growth. By keeping your plans to yourself, you learn to trust your own judgment, make decisions independently, and take full ownership of your journey. Let us bring this wisdom into the real world. Imagine you are working on a side hustle, dreaming of turning it into a full-time gig. Sharing your plans too early might lead to well-meaning but discouraging advice, or even jealousy from others by keeping your hustle under wraps until you have built a solid foundation. You protect yourself from negativity and stay focused on your vision, or perhaps you are training for a marathon. Announcing your goal to everyone might create pressure to perform, even if you are not fully prepared. By keeping your training quiet, you can focus on your own progress and avoid unnecessary stress. So here's the challenge. The next time you are tempted to share your plans with the world, take a step back and consider the Stoic approach. Ask yourself, will sharing this help me achieve my goals, or will it create unnecessary distractions? Will it empower me, or will it make me dependent on external validation? Remember, keeping your next steps a mystery isn't about being secretive or deceitful. It's about being strategic-focused and self-reliant. It's about creating space for your dreams to grow and flourish without the noise and pressure of the outside world. If you find value in this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and type "Keep it up" in the comments below. To further hone your ability to practice strategic silence, consider these additional practices. First practice, the power of the unspoken. When you have a new idea or a goal, don't immediately share it. Instead, sit with it in silence for a few days or even a few weeks. Let it marinate in your mind. This allows you to refine the idea, identify potential challenges, triches, and develop a more robust plan. The silence is not a void. It is a fertile ground for creativity and strategic thinking. Second, cultivate the art of the tease. Instead of revealing your entire plan, you can share a small, intriguing detail to build momentum and interest without giving away the whole game. This is a subtle and powerful way to engage others without compromising your strategic advantage. For example, instead of saying, "I'm starting a new company to revolutionize the industry," you can say, "I'm working on a project that I'm very excited about and will share more when the time is right." This sparks curiosity and respect while keeping your full plan under wraps. Third practice, the Stoic detachment from outcome. When you share your goals, you often become emotionally attached to the outcome and the validation it brings. This attachment can lead to disappointment and a loss of motivation if things don't go as planned. By keeping your goals private, you can focus on the process, the action, and the effort, which are all within your control. This detachment allows you to persevere through setbacks with a calm and resilient spirit. Finally, use the Stoic journal as your confidant. Your journal is a safe and private space to articulate your goals, fears, and plans without judgment. It is a powerful tool for self-reflection and a silent partner on your journey. By writing down your thoughts, you can gain clarity, track your progress, and hold yourself accountable without the need for external validation. This practice helps you build a deep sense of self-trust and empowers you to navigate your journey with confidence and purpose. All right, Stoic Squad, let's dive into a lesson that is all about keeping it classy and avoiding the drama. Don't talk about others. I know in today's world of social media and reality TV, gossip can feel like the main course, but the Stoics teach us that true wisdom and inner peace come from focusing on our own actions and character, not on judging or criticizing others. The Stoics believe that our energy is best spent on self-improvement and contributing to the greater good, not on idle chatter or negativity. They understood that gossip can be harmful, spreading rumors, damaging reputations, and creating unnecessary conflict. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor and philosopher, wisely said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." The Stoics focused on living virtuously, not on pointing fingers at others' shortcomings. Think about it this way: every minute you spend gossiping or judging others is a minute you're not spending on improving yourself or making a positive impact on the world. It's like getting caught up in a reality TV show instead of living your own awesome life. Instead of focusing on what others are doing or saying, turn your attention inward. Focus on your own actions, your own thoughts, and your own personal growth. By cultivating self-awareness and self-discipline, you'll become a more positive and influential force in the world. The Stoics also recognized that our words and actions have a ripple effect. When we choose to avoid gossip and negativity, we create a more positive and supportive environment for ourselves and those around us. Imagine a workplace where everyone is focused on their own tasks and lifting each other up instead of gossiping and backstabbing. It would be a much more productive, enjoyable, and fulfilling place to be, right? So here's the challenge. The next time you're tempted to engage in gossip or negative talk about others, take a step back and choose the Stoic path. Focus on your own growth, cultivate compassion and understanding, and contribute to a more positive environment. Remember, true strength comes from within, not from tearing others down. By rising above the gossip and focusing on your own journey, you will not only find inner peace, but also inspire others to do the same. To further elevate your practice of avoiding gossip, consider these additional Stoic exercises. First, practice the 3 filters of Socrates. Before you speak about someone, ask yourself 3 questions. Is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? If your words do not pass all 3 filters, choose to remain silent. This simple practice helps you filter out unproductive and harmful chatter, allowing you to speak with intention and integrity. Second, cultivate the habit of active listening. Instead of listening to others with the intention of gathering gossip, listen with the intention of understanding. This shifts your focus from judgment to empathy, allowing you to build deeper, more meaningful connections. When you listen to understand, you are less likely to engage in gossip and more likely to offer genuine support and compassion. Third, practice the Stoic redirect. If you find yourself in a conversation that is veering into gossip, gently redirect the conversation to a more productive topic. You can say something like, "That's an interesting point, but what are your thoughts on a more positive topic?" This practice not only helps you avoid gossip, but also encourages others to do the same, creating a more positive social environment. Finally, practice the inner court. In Stoicism, the inner court is the tribunal of your own mind. When you feel the urge to judge or criticize others, bring the thought to your inner court. Examine the thought without judgment and ask yourself, what virtue am I trying to practice here? Is this thought serving my goal of living a virtuous life? This internal practice helps you gain control over your thoughts and prevents them from manifesting into harmful words. By integrating these practices into your life, you will become a master of your own words and a beacon of positive influence. You will discover that true power lies not in tearing others down, but in building yourself up with integrity and compassion. Hey there, Stoic seekers. Lesson 6 is all about keeping it real even when you are doing awesome things in the world. Don't talk about your good deeds. Now I know what you're thinking. Shouldn't I share my good deeds to inspire others? Or isn't it okay to feel good about helping others? And yes, there's definitely truth in that, but the Stoics offer a unique perspective emphasizing humility, inner motivation, and the true essence of virtue. The Stoics believed that true virtue lies in doing good for its own sake, not for recognition or praise. They understood that boasting about your good deeds can lead to arrogance, self-righteousness, and even diminish the impact of the act itself. As Seneca wisely put it, the reward for a good deed is to have done it. The Stoics believed that the satisfaction of acting virtuously is its own reward. You do not need external validation or applause to feel good about doing the right thing. Think of it this way. Imagine a quiet stream flowing through a forest, nourishing the plants and animals around it, without seeking any recognition. Its gentle flow and life-giving waters speak volumes about its contribution to the ecosystem, even though it never utters a word. Similarly, when you perform acts of kindness without fanfare, your actions speak louder than any words. People will notice your generosity, your compassion, and your genuine desire to make a positive difference. In today's social media-driven world, it is easy to fall into the trap of seeking external validation for our good deeds. We post about our charitable donations, our volunteer work, or our random acts of kindness, hoping for likes and comments. But the Stoics would argue that true virtue comes from internal motivation, not from the fleeting approval of others. By focusing on doing good for its own sake, you'll cultivate a sense of genuine compassion and selflessness. You will find joy in the act of giving rather than in the recognition it brings. So here's the challenge. The next time you do something kind or helpful, resist the urge to broadcast it to the world. Instead, savor the quiet satisfaction of knowing you have made a positive impact. Let your actions be your testament, your silent contribution to a better world. Remember, true virtue isn't about the spotlight or the accolades. It is about living a life of integrity, compassion, and selfless service. By embracing the Stoic principle of unspoken kindness, you'll not only make the world a better place, but also cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace and fulfillment. To further cultivate this virtue, consider these additional Stoic practices. First practice, the secret handshake. This is the practice of performing a good deed for someone without their knowledge. For example, you can pay for the coffee of the person behind you in line, anonymously donate to a charity, or leave a kind note for a coworker without signing your name. This practice fosters a deep sense of internal satisfaction and reinforces the idea that the reward is in the act itself, not the recognition. Second practice, the Stoic Journal of Gratitude. Every day, write down 3 things you are grateful for, but also 3 good deeds you performed that day. This allows you to acknowledge your own virtuous actions in a private space, reinforcing your internal motivation without the need for external validation. It is a powerful way to celebrate your own character and progress. Third practice, the act of contemplation. After performing a good deed, take a moment to sit in silence and contemplate the act. Don't think about the recognition you might receive. Instead, focus on the feeling of having done something good. Reflect on how the act aligns with your values and contributes to the greater good. This deepens your connection to your purpose and reinforces the internal reward of virtuous action. Finally, practice the Stoic gardener. Just as a gardener tends to their plants in silence without seeking praise, for every bloom tend to your virtues with quiet dedication. Nurture your compassion, your integrity, and your generosity in the privacy of your own life. Your character will flourish, and your actions will speak for themselves, inspiring others through your quiet example. What's up, Stoic warriors? Lesson 7 dives into a crucial aspect of self-preservation and growth. Don't speak of your weaknesses. Now, this might sound counterintuitive in a world that often encourages vulnerability and openness. But the Stoics offer a different perspective, one that emphasizes self-awareness, resilience, and strategic silence. The Stoics recognize that while acknowledging our flaws is essential for growth broadcasting, our vulnerabilities can leave us exposed and susceptible to manipulation or harm. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely noted, the person who reveals their weaknesses to the world is like a city without walls. Before we dive deeper, let's clarify the distinction between flaws and weaknesses. Flaws are imperfections or mistakes in our character that we can recognize and work on. Acknowledging our flaws is a crucial part of self-improvement. Weaknesses, on the other hand, are vulnerabilities that can be exploited, triggering emotional turmoil or impulsive actions. They are the chinks in our armor, the areas where we're most susceptible to external influence or attack. The Stoics believe that true strength lies not in exposing our weaknesses, but in quietly working to overcome them. By keeping our vulnerabilities private, we protect ourselves from those who might seek to exploit them, whether intentionally or not. Imagine you have a tendency to get overwhelmed by stress. Sharing this openly might lead to others piling on more work or taking advantage of your good nature. But by silently developing coping mechanisms and building resilience, you can navigate stressful situations with greater ease and confidence. So here's the challenge. Instead of dwelling on or broadcasting your weaknesses, focus on transforming them into strengths. Use silence as a tool for introspection and self-improvement. Identify your vulnerabilities, develop strategies to overcome them, and let your actions speak louder than your words. Remember, true strength comes from within, not from external validation or pity. By embracing the Stoic principle of guarding your weaknesses, you'll not only protect yourself from harm, but also cultivate a quiet confidence and resilience that will empower you to face any challenge. If you find value in this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and type "Keep it up" in the comments below. To further strengthen your inner shield, consider these additional Stoic practices. First, practice the Stoic test. When you encounter a challenge or a situation that exposes a weakness, don't see it as a failure. Instead, see it as a test of your character. This reframes the experience from a moment of vulnerability to an opportunity for growth. It is a powerful way to turn a setback into a stepping stone. Second, cultivate the practice of praising effort, not outcome. When you are working on a weakness, focus on the effort you are putting in, not the immediate result. For example, if you are working on your fear of public speaking, don't focus on giving a perfect speech. Instead, focus on the courage it takes to prepare to practice and to step in front of a crowd. This practice helps you build resilience and self-confidence, even when the outcome is not perfect. Third, practice the Stoic accountability circle. Instead of broadcasting your weaknesses to the world, share them with a small, trusted circle of individuals who are also committed to self-improvement. This creates a safe and supportive environment for growth, where you can share your struggles without fear of judgment or exploitation. It is a powerful way to receive support and guidance on your journey. Finally, practice the inner fortress. This is a mental visualization exercise where you imagine your mind as a fortress and your virtues as its walls. Whenever you feel a weakness being exposed, visualize yourself strengthening the walls of your fortress. This simple exercise helps you feel more in control and empowers you to face your vulnerabilities with courage and confidence. What's up, dreamers and visionaries? Now we're diving deep into the fascinating world of dreams and aspirations, but with a Stoic twist. We're exploring why it's often wiser to keep your deepest dreams close to your heart, nurturing them in the quiet of your inner world. Shouldn't I share my dreams with others? You might be thinking. Won't that help me stay motivated and accountable? And yes, there's definitely value in sharing your aspirations with trusted friends and mentors, but the Stoics teach us that there's also a unique power in holding back, in allowing your dreams to gestate and grow in the fertile soil of your own mind. The Stoics were all about focusing on what's within your control and accepting what's not. They understood that while dreams are beautiful and inspiring, they're also fragile. Sharing them too soon or with the wrong people can expose them to doubt, negativity, and even ridicule. As Seneca, the Stoic philosopher and playwright, wisely said, "The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today." The Stoics believed in living in the present moment, focusing on taking action towards your goals, rather than getting caught up in the fantasy of the future. Let's explore a few reasons why the Stoics advocated for keeping your deepest dreams close to your heart. First, to protect your vulnerability, dreams are often deeply personal and intertwined with our sense of identity. Sharing them too freely can make us feel exposed and vulnerable, especially if we encounter skepticism or negativity. By keeping your dreams private, you create a safe space for them to grow and evolve without external interference. Second, to maintain intrinsic motivation, the Stoics believed that true motivation comes from within, not from external validation or pressure. When you share your dreams with others, you might become more focused on seeking their approval than on pursuing your own passions. By keeping your dreams secret, you stay connected to your intrinsic motivation, the fire that burns within you. Third, to cultivate patience and resilience. Big dreams often take time and effort to achieve. Sharing them prematurely can create unrealistic expectations and lead to disappointment if progress is slow. By keeping your dreams close, you can focus on the journey, celebrate small victories, and develop the patience and resilience needed to overcome obstacles. Let's bring this Stoic wisdom into the real world. Imagine you're dreaming of starting a nonprofit organization to help underserved communities. Sharing your plans too early might lead to well-meaning but discouraging advice, or even skepticism about your ability to succeed. By keeping your dream close until you've laid the groundwork, you protect yourself from negativity and stay focused on your mission. Or perhaps you're an aspiring artist, working tirelessly to develop your skills and create a unique body of work. Sharing your work too soon might lead to harsh criticism or comparisons to others. By keeping your creations private until you're ready to share them with the world, you can cultivate your own artistic voice and avoid unnecessary self-doubt. So here's the challenge the next time you're bursting with excitement about a dream. Take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, will sharing this dream help me achieve it, or will it create unnecessary distractions? Will it empower me, or will it make me dependent on external validation? Remember, keeping your deepest dreams secret isn't about being secretive or ashamed. It's about creating a sacred space for your aspirations to grow and flourish, free from the noise and expectations of the outside world. It's about trusting your own inner compass and allowing your dreams to unfold at their own pace. To further nurture your unspoken dreams, consider these additional Stoic practices. First, practice the Stoic Vision Board. Instead of creating a physical vision board that is exposed to the world, create a mental one. Visualize your goals and aspirations in vivid detail, but keep the vision in the sanctuary of your own mind. This practice helps you stay connected to your dreams on a deep personal level without the need for external validation. Second practice, the daily ritual of action. Instead of talking about your dreams, take one small action towards them every day. This could be as simple as sending an email, making a phone call, or spending 15 minutes on a passion project. This practice builds momentum and reinforces your commitment to your goals, transforming them from fantasies into a tangible reality. Third practice, the Stoic detachment from outcome. As we discussed before, this is a powerful tool for success. When you are working towards a dream, detach yourself from the outcome. Focus on the effort, the process, and the journey, which are all within your control. This allows you to persevere through setbacks with a resilient spirit and to find joy in the process, not just the result. Finally, practice the silent celebration. When you achieve a milestone in your journey, don't immediately announce it to the world. Instead, celebrate it in silence. Acknowledge your hard work, appreciate your progress, and then quietly move on to the next step. This practice reinforces your intrinsic motivation and helps you stay focused on your long-term goals. Hey there, solitude seekers! In our final lesson of this series, we're exploring the profound value of solitude and why the Stoics believed in keeping these moments sacred and private. In today's hyper-connected world, solitude is often seen as something to be avoided. We're constantly bombarded with messages telling us to be social, to connect, to never be alone. But the Stoics saw solitude not as a weakness, but as a source of strength, clarity, and deep connection with oneself. The Stoics understood that true self-discovery and inner peace often come in moments of quiet contemplation away from the noise and distractions of the world. They recognize that solitude provides the space to reflect on our values, confront our fears, and cultivate a deeper sense of self-reliance. As Seneca beautifully put it, loneliness is the poverty of self. Solitude is the richness of self. The Stoics believed that solitude is not about being alone. It's about being present with yourself, nurturing your inner world, and finding contentment in your own company. Let's explore a few reasons why the Stoics advocated for keeping your moments of solitude private. First, to protect your inner sanctuary, solitude is a precious gift, a time to connect with your deepest thoughts and feelings. Sharing these intimate moments too freely can dilute their power and make you feel vulnerable. By keeping your solitude sacred, you create a safe haven for self-discovery and personal growth. Second, to avoid misinterpretation, not everyone understands the value of solitude. Some might see it as a sign of loneliness or social awkwardness. By keeping your solitary practices private, you avoid unnecessary judgment and protect the integrity of your inner journey. Third, to cultivate self-reliance in solitude, we learn to rely on ourselves for comfort, guidance, and inspiration. We develop a deeper sense of self-trust and inner strength. Sharing these moments too readily can create a dependence on external validation, undermining the self-reliance that solitude fosters. Let's bring this Stoic wisdom into the real world. Imagine you have a daily meditation practice that helps you center yourself and find clarity. Sharing this practice with others might lead to well-meaning but distracting questions, or even skepticism. By keeping your meditation practice private, you protect its sacredness and maintain its transformative power. Or perhaps you enjoy taking long walks in nature, allowing your mind to wander and your creativity to flow. Sharing these solitary moments too often might lead to others wanting to join you, disrupting the quiet contemplation that fuels your inspiration. By keeping these walks to yourself, you preserve their unique magic and creative potential. So here's the challenge. Carve out time for solitude in your life and treat it as a sacred practice. Whether it's meditation, journaling, spending time in nature, or simply sitting in silence, create a space for quiet contemplation and self-discovery. Remember, solitude is not about isolation. It is about cultivating a deep connection with yourself. By embracing the richness of solitude, you will tap into your inner wisdom, nurture your creativity, and build a foundation of strength and resilience that will serve you well in all aspects of your life. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the 9 Stoic keys to outsmarting everybody else. Remember, true wisdom comes not from external validation or social comparison, but from cultivating inner strength, self-awareness, and a deep connection to your own values and purpose. By embracing these Stoic principles, you'll not only navigate life's challenges with greater ease, but also unlock a profound sense of peace, fulfillment, and happiness. Keep practicing, keep growing, and keep shining your Stoic light.